NYZ. Boom, boom. Whopper knees. Tomlin knees. Boo, that my na-na-na. I just need the top, we don't bump and grind. Though with Molly on my bones, I apologize. Mr. I-79, fuck a 9 to 5. I don't trust the plug, he might real wide. I can't trust the plug, he might testify. All us carry clones, we don't just be fly. All these fucking choppers round the trap, we might shoot out with the FBI. Na-na-na, you ain't getting money, nigga, extra quiet. Na-na-na, you ain't getting money, nigga, extra quiet. Na-na-na, ooh, that's my boo, that's my na-na-na. Ooh, that's my boo, that's my na-na-na. You ain't smoking loud, nigga, extra quiet. Na-na-na. You ain't smoking loud, nigga, extra quiet. Na-na-na. I can send my boo to finesse you. Finesse you. Na-na-na. You can't be my boo and be my best too. My best too. What a roller core, what a new AK. She gonna catch her one day. I got money in the safe. My guns on flake. And all these stripper bitches all over the place. They straight with boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap, clap that ass while I'm blowing out her back. I'm with Mad Max, yeah, I'm with Mad Max. Shoot at me and you know he's shooting back. Rolling up the rack, crack up in my crack. 12 covered, then I'll take a full flat. What are you gonna do when I finesse you out your rack? What are you gonna do when I finesse you out the rack? You damn sure ain't getting that shit back.
Hey guys, what is going on? It's FloatingWilly here, and today I have another cannon release. Now what this cannon is, it is actually a 0 to 255 one-tick reverse. So what that means is basically it's used to go under bases. I'll give you guys an example later on in the video, but basically what it does is instead of going through the walls or the roof, it goes under the base and actually like reverse stacks, and then it blows up sand inside the water. So I think that's pretty cool, and since it's a 0 to 255 one tick, that just basically means you don't have to really change anything, and you can hybrid at any place 0 to 255 with the correct circumstances, which I will get into later on in this video. So if you did enjoy the little edit you just watched before this, please be sure to give it a like. I mean, I put a lot of effort into a lot of these edits, so your likes would be greatly appreciated. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is get on to how to actually use the cannon. Alright, so now what we are going to go ahead and do is go a little bit in depth of how this cannon works. So basically you'll notice it's actually decently big, debatable, but yeah, this is how it works. So we have three main things, or three, I guess you could consider them hammers. I like to call this one the reverse. Basically it just reverses everything up. This one I like to call the splitter because it separates the sand and the reverse. And then down here, just on a different tick, we have the hammer, and they are on the same guider. So we have three different guiders in this cannon. The reverse guider, which is the lowest, the hammer and splitter, which is the second lowest, and then the sand, which is the highest. So basically what happens is it comes out of the barrel looking something like this. Inside this TNT, specifically right here, the splitter, one-shot sand, and hammer are all in this block. So I just want to make that very clear for you guys. So as it hits the backboard, it hits it. And then the first thing that goes off is the splitter, the guy up on top there. So what the splitter accomplishes, basically, it's pretty self-explanatory from the name. It just splits the reverse, which is right here, and the sand. It doesn't do anything with the hammer since they're in the exact same block in the same guider, so the hammer just stays there. So the sand gets shot up, hits the bottom of the base. So then, a little bit after, not too long, like 2 ticks, this reverse goes off, and it hits the hammer up. So by the time the hammer gets hit up, the sand has fallen a little, and it'll look something like this, kind of like how it would look if you were just shooting at a regular wall. It stacks down, and then it hybrids. Now the reason this can be performed with 1 tick is because you need to have like a kind of bottom guider here. So I can give you an example. Basically, you want the whole bottom of your cannon, so this is Y3, you want that to also be Y3 right here. You want what you're stacking on to also be Y3, or else it will not work correctly. So I have a platform set up, a water platform, at 255 right there. So if I go ahead and break these 2 blocks so that the hammer, or the splitter, hammers the reverse down into that hole, just like so. I'll go ahead and show you guys just exactly what will happen. Sorry for the lag. So basically it literally just stacks like 2. That's because the hammer just isn't making it up there, because it's a little bit farther away than it should be from the hammer and the one-shot and stuff. So basically, as long as you have this, it isn't very hard to do. You can just one stack to get it without like using like barely any TNT. If I just put my sand back in there. And now I'm showing you guys it with the correct kind of like floorboard, you could call it. And it just stacks and it hybrids that platform up top. So this cannon definitely does work, but it is very important that you have this bottom floor guider. Alright, so now I'm going to go a little bit more in-depth with the timings of the cannon. If you don't really care about this, you can go ahead and click off now. It doesn't really matter. This is for the people that actually like want to understand and maybe actually build your own version of this cannon, because I do want to help you guys out. So basically, we have the splitter, the hammer, the reverse, the power, and the sand compression. So what this is the reverse. This is what hits the hammer up. So it goes off a distance of 5 ticks from the power. So this is on 11 and this is on 6. You can count that. It doesn't really matter. You can take my word for it. So basically this compressor hits it all the way over here. Then this compressor goes off, hits it in here. And then it would be originally, if you're facing towards the wall, it would be aligned to the right. But we can't have that since everything else is aligned to the left. Big hint there, if you want to make a reverse lefty, you could mess around with that, but I'm not going to get too in depth with that right now. So basically what I do is I just realign it right up against here, and then everything will be straight. So then what we have, we can go ahead and talk about the splitter here. This is just right on top of the hammer, just for ease of access and just like easy means of getting it into the 1x1 block that we need it to be in. So it is a little tall. You could definitely have it come out to the side here. I think no, I do not. I had a version where it did that, but it was just way too big. And yeah, so if you don't like it being that tall, you could also do a double piston extender here with like reusable cobwebs and stuff, just so you can make your cannon box a little smaller. But it really doesn't matter in the long run of things. So that's how the splitter works. Basically, it just goes in with the hammer and then hits the reverse down, sand up, but the hammer doesn't go anywhere. So then we have the sand compression here. It's just double piston extenders. Yeah, it's really simple. It's just reusable cobwebs. I may go more in depth in how these double piston extenders work in another episode or another video. But basically, this TNT drops down. Oh, whoops. Hits all the sand over here. Then this TNT drops down, hits all the sand all the way back here. And then from here it just gets shot into the cannon, and due to triangles it'll go straight up and over that. Also another video. But yeah, so that's just kind of the basic way that this cannon works. Everything ends up getting compressed right into this section right here. Everything gets its guiders like I showed you over there, and the cannon just works. So I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this cannon video, please be sure to leave a like. If you want to see a tutorial on this cannon, make sure you leave a comment. I know a lot of people just like the schematics, but some people don't actually have schematica, so they do enjoy the tutorial versions. If you had anything you would like to say, like to add on, like me to say in my next cannon vid, just make sure you leave a comment. It really helps me out. I do read all of them, and I try to reply to most of them that I deem appropriate. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.